Every problem you face is a reflection of your inner world. The struggles, the obstacles, the challenges, they are not separate from you, but deeply intertwined with how you perceive yourself and your reality. The key to solving them lies not in fighting them or changing the outer circumstances, but in transforming the mind. Look at your life as a mirror. Every situation, every event, every person you encounter is a reflection of the thoughts you carry, the beliefs you hold, and the emotions you nurture. To change the reflection, you must first change what is inside. Stop seeing the problem as something outside of yourself and recognize it as a result of your own creation. In the stillness of your mind, you hold the solution. It is not in the doing, but in the being. Imagine the reality you desire and feel it with every fiber of your being. Close your eyes and see yourself living in a world where all your problems have already been resolved. Visualize yourself as free, as fulfilled, as someone who has everything they need. Once you plant this vision in your mind, let it grow. Do not concern yourself with how or when it will manifest. Your job is not to figure out the details, but to remain faithful to the feeling of already having what you desire. This feeling is the secret. It is the bridge between your inner world and the outer manifestation. When doubt creeps in, when fear tries to take hold, remind yourself that what you believe is what you will experience. Your belief is the blueprint for your life. Hold fast to the conviction that the solution already exists within you and that it will reveal itself when you remain aligned with your vision. Do not allow the outer world to dictate your inner state. No matter what seems to be happening around you, stay rooted in the truth that your inner world is more powerful. If you can feel the solution, if you can see the outcome clearly in your mind, then the outer world must conform to it. This is the law. In every moment, you have the power to shift your reality. The choice is yours. Will you continue to see problems, or will you shift your focus to the solution that already exists? When you align with this truth, when you embody the feeling of already having the answer, the outer world has no choice but to follow. This is not just theory. It is a truth that has been proven time and again. Your mind is the creator, and the world is its reflection. Change your thoughts, change your feelings, and the world will change with them. The outer world is a mirror that reflects the state of your inner world. Every experience you encounter, whether it be positive or negative, is a manifestation of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. What you perceive outside is a direct result of the mental images and ideas you hold within. This understanding is crucial because it shifts the focus from trying to control external circumstances to transforming the internal landscape of your mind. Many people believe that the challenges they face in life are caused by external forces. They think their problems stem from other people, unfavorable conditions, or bad luck. But this view is incomplete and misleading. The outer world doesn't operate independently of the inner world, it is shaped by it. Your mind acts like a projector, casting the film of your inner thoughts, beliefs, and feelings onto the screen of the world around you. If you see chaos, limitation, or lack in your life, it is a reflection of the chaos, limitation, or lack that exists in your own mind. The principle that the outer world mirrors the inner world is not just a philosophical idea, it is a fundamental law of reality. Everything that happens in your life is a response to the vibration you hold within. Every thought you think emits a certain frequency, and that frequency attracts similar energies in the outer world. If you consistently think thoughts of fear, scarcity, and doubt, you will attract circumstances that match that energy. On the other hand, if you cultivate thoughts of abundance, peace, and confidence, your external experiences will align with those qualities. Consider this: when you wake up in the morning and your first thoughts are filled with dread, anxiety, and frustration, you set the tone for your entire day. Every interaction, every event, every experience that follows will seem to reinforce those feelings. You might find yourself stuck in traffic, dealing with rude people, or facing unexpected challenges. It feels as if the world is against you. But in reality, the world is simply reflecting the state of your inner world. Now imagine waking up with thoughts of gratitude, peace, and optimism. You feel aligned, centered, and in control of your day. Suddenly, everything seems to flow effortlessly. People are kind to you, Opportunities appear out of nowhere, and even the small challenges that arise seem manageable. This shift in your experience is not a coincidence. It is the direct result of the vibration you created within your own mind. By changing your internal state, you change the way the outer world responded to you. The mind is an incredibly powerful tool, and the thoughts you feed it determine the quality of your life. However, many people are unaware of this power and live their lives reacting to external circumstances instead of taking control of their inner world. They believe that life happens to them, and they remain stuck in a cycle of victimhood, constantly reacting to the challenges that come their way. They don't realize that by shifting their inner world, they can create a completely different external reality. This truth becomes even more evident when you examine recurring patterns in your life. Perhaps you find yourself repeatedly facing the same types of problems, whether in relationships, finances, or health. These patterns are not random, they are the result of deep-seated beliefs and emotions that you have carried for years, often without even realizing it. The outer world continues to reflect these inner patterns until you address them at their core. Once you identify and change the limiting beliefs that are creating these patterns, your external circumstances will shift as well. It is also important to understand that the outer world is neutral. It does not have inherent meaning or value, it simply reflects what you project onto it. Two people can experience the same event and have completely different interpretations based on their inner state. For example, one person might see a job loss as a devastating failure, while another might view it as an exciting opportunity for growth and new possibilities. The event itself is neutral, but the way it is perceived and experienced depends entirely on the individual's inner world. By recognizing that the outer world is a mirror, you take back your power. You no longer feel like a victim of circumstances, and you realize that you have the ability to shape your reality from the inside out. Instead of trying to manipulate or control the external world, which is often exhausting and ineffective, you can focus on changing your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. When you do this, the outer world will naturally begin to reflect the changes you have made within. This understanding brings with it a sense of responsibility, but also a sense of freedom. You are responsible for the life you create, but you are also free to create it in any way you choose. You no longer need to wait for circumstances to change before you feel happy, successful, or at peace. You can cultivate those feelings within yourself right now, and as you do, the outer world will begin to mirror them back to you in ways that are beyond what you could have imagined. Problems are not something that exist outside of us. They are creations of the mind, rooted in the thoughts and beliefs we hold about ourselves, others, and the world. Often we look at challenges and difficulties as if they are independent, external obstacles to overcome. But the truth is that these problems arise from within, born from the way we perceive our reality. When you encounter an obstacle, the mind immediately reacts by labeling it as a problem. It begins to assign meaning to the situation, often based on past experiences, fears, or limiting beliefs. For example, if you have a deeply ingrained belief that you are not worthy of success, any challenge that arises in your pursuit of a goal will be magnified in your mind. You will view it as confirmation of your unworthiness, and this perception will make the problem seem larger and more insurmountable than it actually is. In reality, the problem is not the external situation itself, it is the way your mind interprets and reacts to it. A problem only exists because your mind has decided that something is wrong, something needs to be fixed or changed. But the moment you change your perception, the problem loses its power. What once seemed like an overwhelming obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth, learning, or self-discovery. One of the reasons problems seem so persistent is because of the mental energy we give them. The more you focus on a problem, the more real and solid it becomes in your mind. The mind begins to feed on the problem, turning it over and over, analyzing it from every angle, trying to figure out a solution. But often this only serves to strengthen the problem's hold on you. You become entangled in it, identifying with it, until it feels like an inescapable part of your reality. However, this is just a mental illusion. The problem exists because your mind has chosen to see it as such. You have the power to shift your perception and see it differently. Instead of focusing on the problem, you can turn your attention to the underlying thoughts and beliefs that created it in the first place. Ask yourself, what belief is causing me to see this as a problem? What thoughts are feeding this situation? By bringing awareness to the mental and emotional patterns behind the problem, you can begin to dissolve it at its source. Many of the problems we face are actually projections of fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These are the real obstacles that shape our external reality. When we allow fear to take control of our thoughts, we automatically begin to see problems everywhere. The mind, conditioned by fear, becomes hyper-focused on what could go wrong, what is lacking, or what is threatening. This fearful mindset is what creates the sense of limitation and difficulty in our lives. By recognizing that problems are creations of the mind, you can begin to take back your power. Instead of being a passive victim of circumstances, you become an active creator of your reality. You realize that the power to change your life does not lie in fixing or controlling the external world, but in transforming your inner world. When you shift your mindset, when you stop seeing problems as something outside of you and start addressing the thoughts and emotions within, you will find that the external challenges either disappear or resolve themselves effortlessly. The next time you face what seems like a problem, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this truly a problem, or is it my mind's interpretation of the situation? What underlying beliefs are shaping my perception of this challenge? Often, simply by asking these questions, you will begin to see the situation in a new light. What once seemed like a problem will no longer have the same emotional charge, and you will find yourself approaching it with a sense of clarity and empowerment. The creation of problems is, in essence, the mind's way of maintaining control. The mind loves to categorize, label, and organize experiences, and in doing so, it often creates unnecessary tension and struggle. But once you understand that problems are not real in the way you once believed, you free yourself from the need to constantly fix or solve them. You realize that the only true solution is within yourself, in shifting your perception and aligning your thoughts with peace, abundance, and possibility. Ultimately, the realization that problems are creations of the mind offers profound freedom. You are no longer bound by the circumstances of the outer world, reacting to every challenge as if it is an unchangeable fact. Instead, you recognize that by changing your thoughts, you change the way you experience life. The mind is incredibly powerful, and when you master the ability to shift your focus from problems to solutions, you step into a new level of personal freedom and empowerment. You become the creator of your reality, shaping it from within rather than being shaped by the external world. The solution to any problem lies in transforming your inner state, not in trying to manipulate or change the outer circumstances. When faced with difficulties, the natural instinct is to focus on external solutions, finding ways to fix what seems broken in the world around you. This is the approach most people take. They look outside of themselves for answers, whether in the form of other people, circumstances, or material changes. However, this approach often leads to frustration because it overlooks the root cause of the problem, which is always internal. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. What you experience in your life is shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Therefore, trying to change the outer world without addressing the internal cause is like trying to change the reflection in a mirror without adjusting what's in front of it. The image in the mirror won't change unless the source of the reflection changes first. In the same way, your external challenges will persist unless you shift your inner state. When you are confronted with a problem, rather than reacting to it and trying to fix it externally, the first step should be to pause and examine your internal state. Ask yourself what thoughts and beliefs are contributing to this situation. How am I feeling emotionally in response to this challenge? These questions help you turn inward and identify the mental and emotional patterns that are creating the external issue. For example, if you are struggling with a financial problem, instead of immediately looking for ways to earn more money or cut expenses, it may be more beneficial to reflect on your beliefs about abundance and scarcity. Are you holding on to a belief that there is never enough? Do you constantly worry about losing what you have? These inner beliefs, rooted in fear and lack, create a vibrational state that attracts financial struggles into your life. The outer problem is a reflection of the inner state of scarcity. To solve the problem, you must first transform your belief system and cultivate a mindset of abundance. The same principle applies to relationships. If you are experiencing conflict with someone, the issue is not the other person's behavior or the circumstances of the relationship. The true solution lies in examining your own thoughts and feelings. Are you holding on to resentment, anger, or insecurity? Do you believe that you are not worthy of love or respect? These internal states create the external experience of conflict. Once you release those negative emotions and shift to a state of love, forgiveness, and self-worth, the relationship will begin to change. It may even resolve itself without you needing to take any direct action. Transforming your inner state requires self-awareness and a willingness to let go of limiting beliefs and negative emotions. It involves shifting your focus from the external problem to your internal experience, recognizing that your emotions and thoughts are the true source of your reality. When you make this shift, you open the door to profound changes in your outer world. What once seemed like an insurmountable problem begins to dissolve, not because the external circumstances necessarily change, but because your perception of them shifts. You no longer see the situation as a problem. Instead, you see it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. This process of inner transformation is not about ignoring external challenges or pretending they don't exist. It's about recognizing that the power to change your life comes from within. You are not at the mercy of external circumstances, nor are you powerless to effect change. In fact, the more you align with your true inner power, the more effortlessly the outer world responds. Problems that once seemed overwhelming become manageable, and solutions appear as if by magic. One of the most important aspects of transforming your inner state is learning to control your focus. Where you direct your attention is where your energy flows. If you focus on the problem, you give it more energy, making it feel bigger and more real in your experience. But if you shift your focus to the solution, or even better, to the feeling of already having the solution, you change your internal state. When you feel as if the problem is already resolved, you align yourself with a new reality, one in which the problem no longer exists. The external world, which mirrors your inner state, will begin to reflect this new reality. Another key to transforming your inner state is cultivating positive emotions. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and they have a powerful influence on your external reality. When you feel emotions like joy, gratitude, love, and peace, you raise your vibration and attract experiences that match those emotions. Even if the external situation hasn't changed yet, shifting into a state of gratitude or joy immediately alters your perception of the problem. It no longer feels as heavy or insurmountable, and solutions begin to emerge more easily. On the other hand, if you remain in a state of fear, worry, or frustration, you are feeding the problem with negative energy. These emotions keep you stuck in a cycle of reacting to the external world, reinforcing the very challenges you are trying to escape. The key is to break this cycle by consciously choosing to feel good, even when the outer circumstances seem challenging. When you do this, you take control of your inner state and, by extension, your outer reality. Transforming your inner state is a practice that requires patience and persistence. It's not always easy to let go of deeply ingrained beliefs or to shift from negative emotions to positive ones. But the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you will notice that your outer world begins to reflect the changes you've made within. Problems that once dominated your experience will begin to fade away, replaced by a sense of peace, clarity, and empowerment. The true solution to all problems lies within you. When you transform your inner state, you change the energy you emit into the world, and the world responds in kind. This is the power you hold as a creator of your reality. Visualizing the desired outcome is one of the most powerful tools you possess to create the reality you want. It's not merely about daydreaming or wishing for things to be different. It's about engaging the mind in a deliberate and focused way to bring your desires into manifestation. When you visualize, you create a mental image of the outcome you want to experience. This image becomes the blueprint for your external reality, and with consistent focus, you begin to draw this experience into your life. Visualization works because the mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. When you visualize something vividly enough, your subconscious mind accepts it as true. Your emotions, thoughts, and actions begin to align with the mental picture you've created, and over time, your outer world reshapes itself to reflect this inner vision. This process is not magic or coincidence, it is the natural law of creation, where thought precedes form. To harness the full power of visualization, it's important to understand that the key lies in detail and emotion. A vague or half-hearted vision will not generate the same results as a clear, vibrant, and emotionally charged one. When you visualize, you must engage all your senses, making the image in your mind as real as possible. Picture the desired outcome in vivid color and sharp detail. If you are visualizing a specific event, imagine yourself in that situation, seeing what you would see, hearing what you would hear, and feeling the emotions that would accompany the experience. The more real you can make the image in your mind, the more powerfully you communicate this desire to your subconscious mind. For example, if you desire financial abundance, don't just imagine a pile of money. Visualize yourself living the life of abundance that the money would bring. See yourself in the home of your dreams, feeling the joy and security that come with financial freedom. Picture yourself traveling, investing, or sharing your wealth with loved ones. The clearer and more emotionally compelling your vision, the more effectively you plant the seed in your subconscious mind. Another crucial aspect of visualization is to imagine the end result, not the process of getting there. Many people make the mistake of focusing on the steps or actions they think are necessary to achieve their goal. But this limits the infinite possibilities of how the universe can bring your desire to fruition. Instead of visualizing how you will solve a problem or achieve a goal, skip directly to the outcome. Imagine the situation as if it's already resolved, and you are already living in the desired reality. For instance, if you are visualizing improved health, don't focus on treatments or medical procedures. Instead, see yourself as already vibrant, strong, and healthy. Feel the energy coursing through your body and the joy of being in perfect health. When you visualize the end result, you send a clear message to your subconscious mind that this is the reality you wish to experience, and the mind begins to work towards that vision. One of the most important components of visualization is the emotion you attach to it. Thoughts are the blueprint, but emotions are the fuel. Your feelings give power to the mental image, amplifying its influence on your subconscious mind. As you visualize, make sure you feel the emotions associated with the outcome you desire. If you are visualizing success, feel the excitement, pride, and satisfaction of achieving your goal. If you are visualizing a harmonious relationship, feel the love, joy, and connection that come with that experience. The stronger the emotion you can generate, the faster and more effectively your visualization will manifest. Visualization also requires consistency. It's not enough to visualize once and then forget about it. Like planting a seed, your visualization needs regular attention and care. Each time you visualize, you reinforce the mental image, making it stronger and more real in your subconscious mind. This doesn't mean you need to spend hours every day visualizing, but consistent, focused sessions of a few minutes can create powerful shifts in your inner state and eventually your outer reality. However, one common pitfall people face is visualizing from a place of lack or desperation. If you are visualizing because you are desperate to escape a current situation, you may inadvertently strengthen the feeling of lack. For example, if you are visualizing financial abundance but in the back of your mind, you are fixated on how broke you feel, your focus on scarcity will hinder the manifestation of abundance. It's essential to approach visualization from a place of already having what you desire. When you visualize, feel as if your desire has already been fulfilled and experience the joy and satisfaction that comes with it. This mindset aligns you with the reality you want to create, rather than reinforcing the lack of it. Visualization also goes hand in hand with belief. You must believe that what you are visualizing is possible for you. Doubt and disbelief weaken the power of your visualization. If deep down you don't believe that your desired outcome can manifest, your subconscious mind will pick up on that, and it will be much harder to bring your vision into reality. To counter this, you may need to work on strengthening your belief system by affirming to yourself that you are worthy of achieving your desires and that the universe is capable of delivering them. Another factor that enhances the power of visualization is detachment. After visualizing, it's important to release attachment to the outcome and trust that the universe is working on your behalf. This doesn't mean giving up on your desires, but rather letting go of the need to control how or when they will manifest. When you trust the process and remain open to unexpected opportunities, you allow the universe to work in ways that you might not have anticipated. Often the path to your desired outcome will unfold in ways that are better than what you could have imagined. In summary, visualizing the desired outcome is a practice of shaping your inner world to reflect the reality you want to experience. By engaging the mind in vivid, emotionally charged images, you align your thoughts and emotions with your desires. Through consistent practice, you plant these desires in your subconscious mind, where they take root and begin to manifest in your outer world. The more you visualize with clarity, belief, and detachment, the more powerful this process becomes, allowing you to create the life you truly desire. Belief in the outcome is an essential element when it comes to transforming your reality. What you believe, you eventually become. Your beliefs are the foundation of your life experiences, shaping how you perceive the world, how you act, and ultimately what you attract into your life. No matter how hard you work or how much effort you put into trying to change your circumstances, if you don't truly believe in the possibility of your desired outcome, you will find yourself spinning in circles. Your belief system is like the soil in which the seeds of your desires are planted. If the soil is infertile or filled with doubt and fear, those seeds will struggle to grow. But if the soil is rich with faith and certainty, your desires will flourish. The power of belief works because it communicates directly with your subconscious mind, the part of you responsible for creating your experiences. The subconscious mind doesn't question or rationalize, it simply accepts whatever it's told as truth. If you tell it, through your consistent thoughts and emotions, that something is impossible, it will create a reality in which that impossibility becomes your experience. Conversely, if you consistently affirm and truly believe that something is possible, the subconscious mind will move mountains to make that belief a reality. This is why belief is not just important, but crucial in the manifestation process. Belief is not merely wishful thinking. It's not about hoping or wanting something to happen. Belief is the inner conviction that something already is. It's knowing deep down in your core that your desired outcome is inevitable, even if you can't yet see evidence of it in the physical world. This kind of belief requires you to transcend the limitations of logic and reason. It asks you to trust in the unseen, to have faith in the process of creation, even when your outer circumstances suggest otherwise. One of the reasons belief is so powerful is that it directly influences your actions. When you believe something is possible, you naturally begin to take actions that align with that belief. If you believe that you are capable of achieving success in your career, for example, you will approach your work with confidence, determination, and creativity. You will seize opportunities, overcome challenges, and persist in the face of obstacles. On the other hand, if you believe that success is out of reach for you, your actions will reflect that belief as well. You may hold back, second-guess yourself, or avoid taking risks altogether. Your belief in the outcome dictates how you show up in the world. But belief goes beyond just shaping your actions. It also affects the energy you emit into the universe. The universe operates on the principle of vibration like attracts like. When you hold a strong belief in a positive outcome, you radiate a high-frequency vibration that attracts experiences, people, and opportunities that match that frequency. This is why those who have unwavering faith in their goals often seem to get lucky, or have things fall into place for them effortlessly. Their belief is so strong that they magnetize the right circumstances to support their desires. On the other hand, when you hold doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs, you emit a lower vibration. This vibration repels the very things you desire, and attracts more of the situations and experiences that match your negative belief system. If you believe that you are unworthy of love, for instance, you may attract relationships that reinforce that belief. You may find yourself in situations where you feel rejected, undervalued, or unappreciated. It's not that the world is out to get you, but rather that your belief is creating a reality that mirrors your inner state. Belief in the outcome also has the power to dissolve obstacles. Often we view challenges as barriers that stand in the way of our desires. But in truth, these obstacles are only as real as the belief that supports them. When you believe that something is difficult or impossible, you give power to that difficulty. Your mind focuses on the obstacles, magnifying them and making them seem insurmountable. But when you shift your belief and start to see the outcome as inevitable, those obstacles begin to lose their power. They either fade away or transform into stepping stones that help you grow and move forward. To strengthen your belief in the outcome, it's important to feed your mind with thoughts and ideas that support your desired reality. This may involve affirmations, visualization, or surrounding yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. It's also essential to question and release any limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. Often these limiting beliefs are buried deep in the subconscious mind, formed in early childhood or through past experiences. They may manifest as thoughts like, "I'm not good enough, success is for other people, not me," or "things never work out for me." These beliefs can sabotage your efforts without you even realizing it. One way to uncover limiting beliefs is to pay attention to how you feel when you think about your desires. Do you feel excitement and possibility, or do you feel fear, doubt, and anxiety? If it's the latter, it's likely that there are underlying beliefs that need to be addressed. Once you identify these limiting beliefs, you can begin to challenge them and replace them with empowering beliefs that support your desired outcome. For example, if you've been carrying the belief that you're not worthy of success, you might replace that with the belief, "I am deserving of all the success and abundance that life has to offer." This new belief, when repeated consistently and reinforced through positive action, will begin to take root in your subconscious mind, gradually replacing the old, limiting belief. Over time, you'll notice that your external reality starts to reflect this new belief as opportunities, resources, and support flow into your life. Another way to strengthen your belief is to act as if your desired outcome has already happened. This is a powerful technique that signals to your subconscious mind that the desired reality is already yours. When you act as if you've already achieved your goal, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that reality. This creates a vibrational match between your inner state and the external reality you wish to experience. For example, if you desire financial abundance, start acting like someone who already has financial freedom. This doesn't mean being reckless or irresponsible, but rather cultivating the mindset, habits, and emotions of someone who is financially abundant. When you align your actions with your belief, you accelerate the manifestation process. In the end, belief in the outcome is the cornerstone of creation. It is the unseen force that drives your thoughts, emotions, and actions, shaping your reality from the inside out. When you truly believe in the possibility of your desired outcome, you tap into an unlimited source of power that can transform your life. Living in the present moment is one of the most profound teachings that can transform your life. It is in the present moment that all power resides. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. The only time you can truly act, change, or make decisions is in the now. Yet many people spend their lives either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, and as a result, they miss the opportunities and gifts that the present moment offers. When you live in the present, you connect with the flow of life itself. You become attuned to the natural rhythms of the universe, and your awareness expands beyond the limitations of time and space. You are no longer burdened by regrets of the past or fears about what might happen in the future. Instead, you experience life as it unfolds, moment by moment, with clarity and peace. This is where true power lies. Being fully immersed in the now allows you to tap into your creative potential and make choices from a place of presence and awareness. The mind, by its nature, tends to wander into the past and future. It replays old memories, regrets, or grievances and projects fears and anxieties about what may come. This mental chatter keeps you stuck in a cycle of distraction, preventing you from fully experiencing life as it is happening. However, when you consciously bring your awareness back to the present moment, you begin to quiet the mind. You start to break free from the mental patterns that keep you trapped in suffering or worry. One way to cultivate present moment awareness is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. It involves becoming an observer of your inner world, rather than being caught up in the narrative of your mind. By practicing mindfulness, you can begin to recognize when your mind is drifting into the past or future and gently guide it back to the present. This can be as simple as focusing on your breath, noticing the sensations in your body, or observing the sights and sounds around you. As you practice mindfulness, you will find that the present moment is always enough. There is no need to escape into the past or future because everything you need is available to you right now. Even in challenging or difficult situations, there is a sense of peace that comes from being fully present. You realize that you have the power to choose how you respond to life's circumstances, rather than reacting out of fear or habit. This allows you to approach challenges with a clear mind and an open heart, making decisions that are aligned with your highest good. Living in the present moment also allows you to experience life more fully. When you are present, you notice the beauty in everyday moments that you might otherwise overlook. You become more connected to the people around you, to nature, and to the simple joys of life. Whether it's enjoying a meal, having a conversation, or taking a walk, being present enhances your experience and deepens your appreciation for life. Furthermore, the present moment is where your creative power exists. All manifestation happens in the now. When you focus your attention on what you want to create in this moment, rather than worrying about how things will unfold in the future, you allow your desires to come into alignment with the flow of life. This doesn't mean ignoring the future, but rather trusting that by being fully present, you are laying the foundation for the future you desire. You take inspired action from a place of presence, knowing that each moment is a stepping stone toward your larger goals. One of the reasons people struggle with living in the present moment is the fear of uncertainty. The mind craves control and predictability, and it often resists the unknown. However, the present moment is always uncertain. It is constantly changing and evolving. To live in the now requires surrendering to that uncertainty and trusting that life will unfold exactly as it should. This can be a liberating realization because it frees you from the need to control everything. You begin to trust the process of life, understanding that things will work out in their own time and in the best possible way. Surrendering to the present moment also allows you to let go of the need for external validation or approval. When you are fully present, you are no longer concerned with how others perceive you or whether you are living up to societal expectations. Instead, you are focused on your own experience, your own journey, and your own truth. This creates a sense of inner freedom and empowerment because you are no longer living for others but for yourself. You are able to follow your intuition and make decisions that align with your highest purpose without being influenced by the opinions or judgments of others. Another benefit of living in the present moment is that it reduces stress and anxiety. Much of the stress people experience comes from worrying about the future or regretting the past. When you bring your focus back to the now, you realize that in this moment everything is okay. Even if you are facing challenges, you have the inner resources to handle them one step at a time. The present moment provides you with a sense of calm and centeredness that allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Living in the present also enhances your relationships. When you are fully present with others, you listen more deeply, connect more authentically, and engage more meaningfully. You are not distracted by your own thoughts or concerns, but instead you are truly there with the other person. This creates deeper bonds and fosters a greater sense of understanding and compassion. Whether it's with a loved one, a friend, or a stranger, being present allows you to show up fully in your relationships, making them more fulfilling and enriching. In addition, living in the now fosters gratitude. When you are present, you naturally become more aware of the abundance in your life. You start to appreciate the small things, the warmth of the sun, the taste of your food, the laughter of a loved one. Gratitude is a powerful state of being because it shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. And as you cultivate gratitude in the present moment, you attract more of what you appreciate into your life. This creates a positive feedback loop where the more present and grateful you are, the more abundance and joy you experience. Ultimately, living in the present moment is about fully embracing life as it is. It's about letting go of the past, releasing worry about the future, and choosing to be fully engaged in the now. This doesn't mean that you ignore your goals or stop planning for the future, but rather that you approach life with a sense of trust, openness, and presence. By living in the now, you tap into a deep well of inner peace, creativity, and power that allows you to navigate life with ease and grace, creating the reality you desire one moment at a time. The concept of embodying your future self is a transformative practice that shifts the way you approach life and manifest your desires. It is rooted in the understanding that your external reality mirrors your internal state. In other words, the version of yourself that you consistently imagine, feel, and act upon today is the one that will manifest in your future. To create the life you desire, you must begin to embody the qualities, emotions, and behaviors of the person you wish to become. This is not a process of waiting for external circumstances to change before you shift your mindset, rather. It is about stepping into the role of your future self now, even before the evidence shows up. Embodying your future self requires you to develop a clear vision of who you want to be and what you want to achieve. This vision becomes your guide, your template for transformation. Take some time to visualize your ideal self in vivid detail. What do they look like? How do they carry themselves? What habits, beliefs, and emotions define them? What kind of life are they living? The more specific and detailed you can be, the easier it becomes to align your present actions and thoughts with this future version of yourself. This visualization is not a mere fantasy or daydream, but a blueprint for the life you are actively creating. Once you have a clear image of your future self, the next step is to begin embodying that version of you in your daily life. This means adopting the mindset and behaviors of the person you want to become, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. For instance, if your future self is someone who is confident, financially successful, and healthy, you can start by making decisions and taking actions that reflect these qualities. How would a confident person approach challenges? How would someone who is financially successful manage their money and time? How would a healthy person take care of their body and well-being? By answering these questions and acting accordingly, you are bringing the energy of your future self into the present. This process of embodiment also involves aligning your emotions with your desired future. The way you feel on a daily basis has a profound impact on what you attract into your life. If you constantly feel stressed, anxious, or doubtful, you are reinforcing a reality that reflects those emotions. On the other hand, if you can tap into the feelings of joy, gratitude, abundance, and confidence that your future self embodies, you are signaling to the universe that you are already living in alignment with your desires. Your emotions act as a magnet, attracting experiences that match the energy you are putting out. It's important to recognize that embodying your future self is not about pretending or faking it. It's about genuinely stepping into a new state of being. This shift may feel uncomfortable at first, because your current reality might not yet reflect the person you are becoming. However, by consistently showing up as your future self, you begin to break free from the limitations of your past and create a new reality. The key is persistence and faith. You must trust that the changes you are making internally will eventually be reflected in your external world. One of the most powerful aspects of embodying your future self is the way it changes your mindset and decision-making. When you act from the perspective of your future self, you are more likely to make choices that are aligned with your long-term goals and desires, rather than being swayed by short-term temptations or fears. You begin to think, speak, and act from a place of empowerment, rather than reacting to your current circumstances. This shift in mindset allows you to navigate challenges with greater resilience and creativity, because you are operating from a higher level of awareness. As you continue to embody your future self, you will start to notice subtle shifts in your reality. Opportunities may arise that weren't there before. People may respond to you differently. You may find that you are more motivated, focused, and inspired. These changes are the result of your internal alignment with the version of yourself that you are becoming. The more you commit to this process, the more your external reality will begin to mirror your internal transformation. Embodying your future self is not just about reaching a destination or achieving a specific goal. It's about living in alignment with your highest potential every day. It's about recognizing that you have the power to create your reality from the inside out, and that the version of yourself you aspire to be already exists within you. By embodying that version of yourself now, you are actively shaping your future and stepping into the life you truly desire. In conclusion, The power to solve all your problems lies within you, and the key is aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you desire. By recognizing that your external world is a reflection of your inner state, and that the present moment holds the creative force to shape your future, you can step into a life of abundance, peace, and fulfillment. The teachings shared invite you to see beyond your current limitations, to embody your future self now, and to live with the confidence that you are the architect of your destiny. Every moment offers you the opportunity to create anew, and by embracing this truth, you unlock the solution to every challenge and open the door to a life beyond your wildest dreams. Trust the process, embody your highest vision, and watch as your reality transforms in ways that far exceed your expectations.